Good morning, and welcome to Look What Has Happened to My Shoe. This is a really good way to start the day, which is, let me not show you my skirt. 10 seconds into filming, I can't walk, so guess what? It's gonna be barefoot day. Yay! Barefoot day. Not at all awkward on a construction site, but what the hell am I supposed to do? I guess I can go find duct tape.
Yeah, people made like duct tape suits and wallets like 10 years ago. You could probably make duct tape shoes.
It's very classy. I've got Chloe helping me today. Yay. Let me not block your face.
Oh yeah, no, I was
with the
right
light.
behind.
I'm Lily Karas, and this is The Fearless Designer.
Your words work their way through me like water through a riverbed, dancing loud, splashing around upstream on a hot day.
Here's the deal. We are going to count two things in this video. One, how many times the smoke detector beeps, and two, how many times Lily trips on the floor. And if I don't fall through the floor, through the ceiling, we'll consider it a win. Ta-da! So one of the main issues I think about this house, and probably why it sat on the market so long without anyone buying it, is the primary suite situation. I think that this part of the house wasn't finished 100 years ago. I think the staircase up here was, and the two doors at the top of the stairs on the landing were old. But all the trim and all the doors and everything from here on out wasn't old. So to me, that says that this was maybe unfinished attic space. Just a guess. I guess awfully it could have been. I don't think it was like servants' quarters or space. I don't think that was this level of house. I think it's a little too late for the era. And also it really it has new trim, like modern trim that was up here. I would guess 1970s. One of the issues was the actual primary suite down there had that really weird, janky L-shaped closet that has since been fixed. I will show that to you another time. And it had, so no good closet space. And then it had sort of a weird, it has a nice bathroom, but it was a little small, so I've made that bigger. Shoe tape. This is professional shoe tape. Oops. It's almost as though this tape is not meant for shoes.
Almost. I don't know. It matches. It goes along with your yellow.
Maybe I should do both shoes.
Oh yeah, make a fashion statement.
Should I tape the other one? We'll put a little. See, that almost seems cute.
Yeah, it almost looks intentional.
But look, I can walk and not like a one-footed duck.
Yes.
So that's helpful. What were we doing?
By the way, when we look at that, that's going to be one of the ways that we talk about how do you add square footage to an existing house without actually changing the
Footprint?
Thank you. Without actually changing the footprint of the house, how do you add usable square footage? And that kind of cleaning up of plans is exactly how you do it. But we'll look at that next time. So in here, what I originally wanted to do was blast out this wall that you can clearly see has not been blasted out. Make this the bedroom. You would walk in. We have opened the dormer, which is lovely because we get all sorts of natural light in. You have all the windows here. And I thought that you could either put the bed against this wall or put the bed against this wall. This is actually a really good key point, which is, I think maybe the difference, and architects, tell me if I'm wrong, a lot of architects seem to really think in terms of the plans and the structure, and they don't always make it through to the level of detail that gets thought about with furnishings and use and habitation. As an interior designer, I feel like sometimes it skews the opposite way. There we go, beep. Some interior designers think so much about furnishings and layout and use that they're not as good structurally. I feel, as usual, weird. I feel like I sort of belong to both camps or somewhere vaguely in the middle, where I think a lot about structure, form, volume of space, but kind of as the wife and mother, I can't help, and just human, I can't help but to, another beep, I can't help but to think about how will the space get used? Where will I put the bed? Which would be a better wall? If I put it on this wall is a staircase, and therefore you might have a little bit more noise. But it's an interior wall, so therefore it might be warmer and you know, better insulated. I've got a doorway here, which moves the bed over, which is annoying. So like all these things, I can't help but to do both of those. So as I'm thinking about the structure, I'm also thinking about the layout of furniture, the use of the space, the flow of the space. So maybe in that sense, it's good that I sort of feel like I belong to the two camps. So in here, that was what I wanted to do. But guess what? Wah, wah. If you see this roof, we have a peak here. And this, for this lovely little bank of 5 windows, is actually a shed roof. It's a little bit of a different style versus this. Here, come look at this one. This is a dormer roof. And oh look, this is exciting. Look,
Is your shoe falling off?
my shoe is falling off more.
Oh.
All right, just for the record, this is like Kate Spade. Pretty sure I still bought these at a thrift shop, but that's not the point we're going to pay attention to. No, I got them on eBay. But it's like a leather sole. It's interesting that it has completely disintegrated. Well, I guess I'll put Kate Spade's little piece of my shoe in there. Dormer, peak roof. This is a shed roof. So it was not possible to remove this wall. So therefore, the bedroom can't go here. Instead, what's happening is, because I like lots of sunlight in the bathroom, and I think it's really important, again, to, I don't know, go in there, wake up, get ready, put your makeup on, have lots of nice natural light. This room, with the wall that I can't move, is now becoming the bathroom. A few little details. The doorway did move over so that I can now, the doorway was like here. Now I can fit a vanity there on that wall and tuck it behind the door in the wall. And on this side, this room, ta-da, becomes a big, big, fabulous walk-in closet. We're going to put doors on it so that since this is the sort of the hallway that you walk through, it will feel much more finished, bespoke, custom, high-end, and I don't have to stare at, I'm not going to live here, so I don't have to stare at anything. The person that lives here doesn't have to stare at all of their clothes and jeans hanging up every time they want to walk in and out of the bathroom, or they're at the top of the landing. Instead, it will all be behind doors. So double vanity there. We're keeping the window seat because of the HVAC, but we've made it much smaller. There's no room for a water closet, so the toilet is there. The shower is in the corner. And ta-da! I stood up for all the women that like to have a big, hot, deep, soaking bath. And rather than just do a giant, stupid shower, which I'm sorry to all the people that love giant, stupid showers, I have a petite but very deep soaking tub. So this way, whether you like to shower or take a bath, you're taken care of. Okay, so cabinetry will go here, cabinetry will go here, cabinetry will go here, and guess what is right here? For people who haven't duct taped their shoes or painter taped their shoes, shoe storage all along here. Of course, we won't block the window, and the shoes are narrow, but I feel like it's going to be a phenomenal closet. And pretty light fixture in here, pretty light fixture in there, sconces in there, big mirror, lots of marble. We'll look at materials that are selected as they start to go in, but I tried to be really sensitive to it being a historic house at the same time, like make it much more of the time, modern, young, fresh, very artistic. So we'll talk about materials. Floor has been shimmed to be level. And this is now going to be the bedroom. Okay, this is the historic mantle from, which wouldn't have ever been down there, but somebody got an old mantle and put it on the fireplace in the basement. That looked really weird because it has a lovely, Chloe's shaking her head, yes. Yes,
so
it
bad.
looked really weird. It was going around the cast iron wood stove, and it just looked strange. It's the wrong size. So it is instead going to go here. This is the chimney for the living room. And while I can't make this a real fireplace by putting the old mantle here, I am going to build a little three-dimensional cove so that you could at least fill it with pillar candles, or leave it empty and it will be painted black and you can have a mantle and put a piece of art or whatever, picture frames up above it. But this isn't going anywhere and the brick is nice and clean. So I thought making it feel more like a fireplace made it feel much more cozy. Also, just as a note, like this is not usable square footage. Decorative is the only thing that anybody can do here. So I might as well make it as nice as possible. Okay, now this, let's talk about the work that's been done in here. This dormer has been opened up. It had a weird header here, and it's now nice and open, which again, now we get a big view out. We get lots more natural light. We, again, which is one of the things that I like about this house, we're getting natural light from almost always 2, if not 3 directions. So we have multiple views. So in this bedroom, we're getting views from 2 directions and light from 2 directions, which is lovely. We have now, if you look up, vaulted the ceiling. Yay! It also is getting an incredible Rochambeau chandelier, which I'm sure lots of people don't know Rochambeau, but it's built by, it's a lighting company, a handmade lighting company in Charleston, South Carolina, by an incredibly artistic woman who just makes these like sculptural chandeliers, and I've got one of them, and they're crazy expensive. And I'll tell you about how I got it, like literally for a teeny tiny bit of like pennies amount of money. Okay. HVAC has been run up and over. There will, unfortunately, because there's sort of no way around it, there will be a little bit of a soffit there, but at least the whole strange bookcase, strange deep windows, strange window seat, all of that came out. Now, again, because I think about how the space will get used, bed will go here. It can fit a king size bed. This and this access door and closet door and that closet door are going to be completely reframed so that it's flush. So in other words, a door that you essentially don't see. It will be camouflaged into the wall. And then my thinking is, since you almost never need to access that part of the attic, you just push your bed frame against it. We won't really see the door very much. You can have your 2 nightstands. This one would still be quite handy for, like, I don't know, linens? That would be, to me, that's a really handy linen closet. Because it's very deep and it's very narrow, but we don't really need to look at it. 2 nightstands, big bed, then there's still plenty of room to have your laundry chair to dump your clothes on. Although maybe we need a laundry bench in there to dump your clothes on in there.
Maybe so.
Plenty of room to put, if you want, lovely big dresser or something like that. So you could tuck, not that I condone working in your bedroom, but you know, to each their own. You could put a really pretty little desk and chair under here if you want to like do morning pages and write in your journal and read your book and have your tea. You could do that here. So I think this is going to be a really nice primary suite where it wasn't before. It was a strange like living room and a weird closet room followed by another office. And it just like didn't make sense. And I think that was one of the reasons that this house didn't sell.